What's up? 315 live stream coming at you. It's Monday, March, 17th. It's technically not 315, but maybe I should clarify that better. I'm going to post this on socials. This is kind of a surprise. And it's kind of confusing because I'm labeled at 315. But glad you're here. Let's get it. I'm live. How's that sound? Copy. Post it on X. Alright, I'm posted on LinkedIn now. Ha! What's up, everybody? I can't talk to nobody. Nobody is here right now watching. This is a surprise stream. I don't know if you can hear this or not. Let's see. You can kind of hear the music. Okay. Okay. Play. So this was like one of the chillest deadline days ever for me. It's 3/17, so business returns. Just filed a bunch of extensions essentially the past week. Didn't really work today. I like deadline days to be super chill. I'm not gonna be working a lot on client work just in case there's any fires I gotta put out, and monitor emails. My head just doesn't want to work essentially on deadline days. I can imagine it's the same for y'all as well. I am using a new computer. This is my first time streaming on my new computer, so settings are a little off and I'm a little off my game, but I'm trying to log into everything right now. Open the YouTube app. Wow, okay, for some reason guess it's me. Hey everybody. Thanks for joining the last minute deadline stream. Yes, I am dressed up. Music is slightly loud. Good to know. I don't want it to be loud at all. I'm gonna tune it down. Appreciate it, Taylor. The tie is a little tight. Let's loosen this up here a little bit. Fun fact, I wore this shirt back in college, so things aren't as slim anymore. Let's see how many people we can get joining. We got 5 people right now. I think the most I've ever had in a stream is like 50-ish, and that was kind of a sponsored stream. So this is kind of a last minute. What's up, everybody? I am live from Austin, Texas area. Where's everybody else from right now? It's your favorite CPA streamer. And I can say that because there's probably not any other CPA streamers other than your local tax pro. But he only does Twitch. So I'll say your favorite YouTube streamer. That's me. I don't have any like fun things planned. I didn't know I was going to stream today. And I was just like, should I? Should I not? I could be working on a return. I don't want to work on a return. Sorry, clients, but it's the deadline day. We don't really work on returns on deadline days, right? Chicago. What's up, Jeffrey? Glad everybody's joining in. I'm just here to hang out for about an hour and chat and hang out, maybe dance a little, talk about my firm. We can talk about my community. We can talk about the accounting industry. We can talk about life. It is March, so this is like probably peak busy season for a lot of people. My busyness peaked probably a couple weeks ago, hopefully. I'm planning out all my 1040s essentially. They're all scheduled. So the next month should be like do the returns that are scheduled, potentially do returns that are on the wait list, and returns that are like scheduled beyond the tax deadline, so 4/15. I'm streaming from my desktop computer. It's my first time doing it on this new computer. It's a pretty beefy computer, and it should be handling it perfectly. I don't know if you're getting 1080p quality or not. Maybe. Oh, you're a newish sub, Jeffrey? Thanks, man. I go live on TikTok. Okay, I've never streamed on TikTok. I'm doing YouTube live stream through OBS. I'm using a Sony a6400 camera right now. I'm just using a really cheap mic right here, and I've got a cool looking light softbox up there. It's like a lantern style softbox, but I didn't whip out my big light behind me that's right here. And I've never used my cinema camera for streaming. It's just like, for some reason, it's really complicated to set up for streaming, even though it's not complicated. I just haven't bothered setting it up. Do I only take clients in Texas? Pretty much. So usually out-of-staters aren't going to really get through to me because of my intake process. But, you know, I will work on other state returns if you live in Texas. It just depends. So I may open that up in the future, just because I guess I am kind of limiting myself a little bit by only working with Texans. But there's tons of us here, and there's a lot of businesses, and there's a lot of taxpayers. I don't know. It seems to be working out okay for me. Nebraska. Do they have a income tax? I try to stick with things that I know. Try not to get overextended with states because it can get real tricky real fast. Sub G, baby. Tennessee's not bad. You can't really do S corps in Tennessee. They have like a weird franchise tax, and they have like an S corp tax or something. It's weird. Michael, what's up, dude? Yeah, let me get that extension process for you. What's your EIN? Can you let me know your EIN real quick and your address? Just text it over the chat. Put it in the chat. It'll be fine. All right. If you want me to extend your personal, just put in your social as well, your full legal name. I'll get it handled right here. I'll live stream filing your extension for you. Oh, it's gonna take a deposit too. I don't know if we have a signed engagement yet, but let's work on that. All right, there's like different chat boxes that I can use. I'm trying to get chat to work over my phone. Well, using my phone. What's up, everybody? We got 13 people watching. What are y'all doing? Just kidding. I normally do, if you're new to watching me, I normally do deadline streams. I usually do 4:15 and 10:15 streams. I haven't done like a 3:15 stream in a while. So, it just because of, I don't know, but I'll try to do a 3:15, 4:15, 9:15, and 10:15. So all the 15s, you can see me live. I normally don't dress up, but I thought I'd be an ex-IRS character from my videos. I am trying to manage my Google account. I have OBS. I need to get my phone, go to settings, tap Google, manage your Google account, select security tab. Why is that so complicated? Taylor has a software question. Why do you spend so much on it instead of optimizing and being a bit more efficient in that regard? Do you anticipate a marked increase in revenue at some point? I spend so much on software because I like the software. And it probably makes me more efficient. I don't know. Like when you work on stuff, you want like the highest quality stuff. Or at least for me. Like if you're a carpenter or if you're a doctor, you know, whatever your profession is, you want top of the line to like be able to do your work. And so I invest in my software. It's an investment. It's not a cost. It's not an expense. Like us accountants, we need to stop thinking about software as an expense. If we're using it every day, it's got to be the best thing ever. Like your desk, your computer, your chair that you sit in, it's got to be like legit quality because we're here every day using it. I'm not going to use some cheap stuff. No. It's an investment. So if it helps me work, helps me do a better job, helps my life, if it doesn't suck, I'm spending money on it. Same with people. You know, spend money on people essentially. Oh yeah, working with multiple states and Thomson Reuters, like if you're not in that sweet 3-year honeymoon period, they're gonna bill you for every single state, and it's gonna cost a lot of money per return essentially. Do you remember your first busy season? I am 18 and my first busy season has been cool doing 1040 returns. That's cool. My first busy season was maybe in 2013 during my internship in college. So I was like a junior, I think, or a senior. I honestly forgot. But I do remember it. And I remember I would work 12-hour days as an intern, and I would leave on Fridays like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon while everybody's still working. And so I was like that, I don't know, I was like, I'm gonna clock my hours and get out of there. So it was like 55 billable hours or something like that, even though you're there for like 65 hours probably because of non-billable time. So I was like, look, I'm wearing dress pants for y'all. Internship busy season was great. It was a fun experience because I was making the most money I've ever made in my life. I didn't really work jobs. So that I was making a good amount of money. It was awesome. All things considered, I'm not gonna calculate the hourly rate of what I was actually making. But yeah, this is Agent Graph, Cordes. Are you streaming straight off the tube or on a software? I'm using OBS, so it's kind of through YouTube, kind of through OBS. I don't know the technicalities of it all. Looking at the chat. Thanks everybody for joining. We almost have 20 people. I'm looking at the analytics chart, and it's just like this. It's like this. It's like the stock market the past 6 hours, or is it like this? Which way? Expect 60 plus by the end of the season. I think Gary's chatting with somebody. Are you using any leverage deduction strategies? That sounds super sketchy. I don't think I am. Software is the most costly part of the business, but you need the best tools for the job. Great response to this slogan. Absolutely, Drew. I mean, you could go cheap and affordable. Like, I know some firms, their tax software is like a fifth of what I pay. A fifth. Like, I could buy 10 cop cars every year if I use their tech stack. But I don't. I am like switching gears with software this year. Like, I got rid of Thomson Reuters Virtual Office because it was costing me so much money every month. And so I'm off Virtual Office now. Saving $200 to $300 a month off that, which is crazy. Priyesh asks, do you think the industry would benefit from a software which consolidated more of the accounting tools, month-end, FP&A, FS prep? Absolutely. I mean, that probably exists, right? Thank you, Zach. This is my early 2010s shirt, so it's not very modern looking. I could wear a jacket. I would start sweating if I wore a jacket because it just gets really hot in here when you're using a lot of computer power. And I got this big light, and it's kind of warm outside. So when it's warm outside, I got a lot of big windows right here, and so that just adds to the heat. Switching to truss. I'm not switching to truss. I'll look into it though. Keeper's on the top of my list for switching the software from SurePrep Tax Caddy. What's your thoughts on Bench? I think they're okay. I have some clients on Bench. I don't know if like they're that good from like a technical standpoint, but they went through some switch ups recently. Like they got bought by another company, right? Thomson Reuters Virtual Office costs more money out of your pocket and time when it consists. That's right. If it goes down, it's costing you money. Anything specific that you wish you would have done a bit differently when you first started off, firm-wise and career-wise? Yeah. I wish I said no a lot more. I wish I raised my rates a lot faster. So, those are the biggest things. Like, if you can do those things, you will win. You cannot lose if you learn how to say no and you raise your rates as your capacity decreases. That's like the winning success formula. I could write a book over that. I should. Would y'all buy my book if I wrote it? I would buy my book. Just kidding. I'm reading a neat book right now about sales funnels. Have y'all heard of those? Funnels? Not funnel cakes, but sales funnels. Do it. Get some funnels. I don't know. I'm still learning about them. Like, I'm really trying to increase my sales skills this year. Like, I'm actually going to try to market this year. So I'm really like, instead of just doing, I'm trying to learn a whole bunch and procrastinating by not doing the marketing. So I'm learning about marketing and sales instead of just doing it. I think it's a problem that I have. But, Can y'all hear the music at all? I do not like this song. This sounds cooler. What rates do you think is appropriate for individual and entity at a firm level? Gary with the $5. Woo! First dono of the day. Or not Gary, Romeo. Romeo with the $5. Dang it. Romeo, thank you, dude. Romeo always donates to my channel. So, blessings upon Romeo. I was answering a question. What was it? Oh, what rates do you think is appropriate for individual and an entity? That's hard to say. At what level are we talking about? Minimum wise. Well, I mean, I charge $2,000 minimum for a business return, $1,200 minimum for a personal return. And I'm still getting clients without marketing. Cord is, yeah, that's funny. I would love some Dollywood cinnamon bread. Has anybody ever had that? Everybody, I do not normally dress up for these things, and this is killing me right now. I've read Never Split the Difference. It's a good one, but it's if you're not careful, you can just seem like a big jerk. I tried Never Split the Difference on some things, and it just did not work. I did not execute properly. It was a failed execution. How's everybody doing? It's a Monday. I hate deadline days on Mondays. What an absolute like joy kill is that. Like, we have the full week to go through now. We can't celebrate really tonight. Like, Fridays should be deadlines. They should just make every deadline day be a Friday. And then we can celebrate, right? So if it lands on 3/15, Friday. But if it's like, I don't know. That's too complicated now that I think about it. Like the second Friday of the third month and the fourth month, that may work. And then 6 months after that may work. 24 viewers, 26 viewers. Y'all are going crazy. That is nuts. Okay. This is crazy for a 3:15 deadline stream. This might be the most I've ever had on a deadline stream, or really close to it. Appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with me. I am just a CPA. I run a firm. I work out of my house. This is my office/studio. I create YouTube content for y'all. I have various equipments that you cannot see. Watch this. So now you can see. Teleprompter. I read off a teleprompter sometimes, sorry. I use this nice that's a microphone. So, and inside there is a camera. And then I have this giant like moon right there. Let me dial it back a little bit so I'm not so white-faced. Corda's with the $1.99 dono. Thanks, dude. Yeah. All right, any money that you get, I reinvest it into the content, okay? Any money that I get from donations or sponsored videos, it goes directly back to the channel. It's not that much money, but I make a crazy Top Gun related video every month or every April, so I got to step it up this year. Last year, I bought a jumpsuit, a fake little costume jumpsuit, and it was kind of cheap, but I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I got to start thinking about some sort of themed meme video. I think I got to utilize the drone and maybe my car combined. So I'm going to need help with the video. I have a neighbor that works down the street, and he's also a friend. He owns a video production company, so I definitely may hire him to help me do that, because he also flies drones with his content. Any chance you do a video on the different softwares available? I get that a lot. Honestly, I should do that. It's just they change so much, and it's really hard to endorse something because it changes so. There's just a lot of changes, and it's hard. It's hard to make a video like that. Maybe one day, and I've probably been saying that for the past 2 years. Will I be learning more about pricing? We'll be learning more about price. Oh, what? Okay, I understand that. Taylor says you check out my book. I'm also trying to beef up my sales skills. Also doing, yes, procrastinating. I am procrastinating with my sales, actually executing the sales. Any resources? I've read Firm of the Future by Ron Baker. That's one. It's a really old book, but it's a good book. Like Ron Baker's anything about value pricing is really good. Any book about value pricing is probably pretty good. That's right. Romeo recommended me a book that I talked about earlier. It's like .com secrets, something, something, something. And I bought it. The way I misunderstand that you recommended me a book accidentally turned into a book recommendation for me. Yes. Okay. So he's got me on this sales funnels book, and it's awesome. Like I'm glued to this book when I read it, and that's rare. But I love books that you like are psyched to read and like are super pumped to read, right? Hey Logan, remind me, do you have employees that work for you, or is it just you? I got G Baby. He's in the chat right now, or he was. And I have a contractor that's a CPA that works for me kind of part-time, per project based. Happy St. Patty's Day. I don't have any green on me, so my 3-year-old's already pinched me, guys. Please don't pinch me. I'm already pinched out. All right, I already got my pinch. You'll never fully enjoy St. Patrick's Day. What if it's on a Friday? Maybe then, huh? How do y'all like the new black these panels back here? We installed them like a few months ago, and they're like acoustic panels. They used to just be white, like a white wall, but now it's like it absorbs sound, and it looks kind of industrial. Like, what do y'all think about that backdrop? I love it. Like I love my office. Like I love gray. There's a gray wall right here. There's a gray wall right here, but then there's white and white. I'm a pretty, I'm into design, I guess. I like when things look good. It looks good back there. Great, good. Just need some affirmation, guys, and girls. If there's any girls in here. All right, what's going on LinkedIn? Not much. Not getting too much traffic on my recent post about streaming, which is fine. There were 26 people watching at one point, which is crazy, which is insane for a last minute stream. It's amazing. Appreciate everybody coming in and just hanging out with me. Hope everyone's having a great Monday. If you're a tax pro, hope you're having a great deadline day. There wasn't too many fires that you had to put out. Has anyone done their own return? I extended my own return. My own business return. Oh, G-Baby says turn up the music? Okay. Yeah, I don't want it to be completely quiet, because just waiting for me to hear me talk can kind of be boring. I touched it up just a little bit. How does that sound? I don't like this song either. The color tone in your white shirt and black tie give off a mid-century modern Mad Men vibe. Heck yeah. I love Mad Men vibe. Without the misogyny. I can dig this song. See this is what I'm talking about. Next stream, I need a different outfit. I just need to be more entertaining for y'all. I should have had stuff planned for this, but it was last minute. So I'll have some entertaining things for the 4:15 stream. If it is on 4:15, when is April 15th? It's a Tuesday. Ugh. That might be worse than a Monday. Gross. Deadline's on a Tuesday? Ugh. Taylor has another question. Do you feel like your experience working before starting your firm was necessary? Yeah, if you don't want to do a bunch of free work and hope for the best that you're actually doing it right, because learning how to do tax returns, just reading the instructions on how to do it may not be the way to do it. I don't know. You probably want to get some experience before you start your firm. If you're working on things that you've never done before. Because I just think about working on a business return and how nuts that would be doing that without any experience. But maybe it wouldn't be that bad. I don't know. AI these days, you can basically ask AI how do you do this, and it may get you there. I don't know. But I would definitely recommend experience at least 1 year. At least 1 year. Don't raw dog starting your firm without any accounting or tax experience. That sounds nuts to me. No pun intended. Jeez, that was horrible. Wow. I started my firm after about 5 or 6 busy seasons. So I had a lot of decent experience. Because when you work a busy season, you work a lot of hours, so you work on a whole bunch of different stuff. So I had a decent amount of experience. I'm still learning things. It's almost every day I learn something still about taxes or accounting, and it's just never-ending journey. It's crazy how much you learn. That's why I think AI can never fully replace us, just because the tax code is so complicated. What's up, Ralph? Good to see you, kinda. See you in the chat. This is my most dapper costume for my stream. So, let's see. Can I erase? I need a way more entertaining background. I should have had it be I have a green screen. I've never used the green screen, so maybe I'll use the green screen next time. and make it like a Mad Men style background. That'd be hilarious. Romeo says you'll quickly learn how simple things look the less you know. That's so true. Like, oh, I got this. I can do this. Totally. Question, what's the hardest part of business returns? Probably, honestly, the accounting part. Making sure all the accounting is correct. Because, like, actually doing the returns not that bad. It's making sure the accounting is right. Like, what's the tax accounting implications and what's the book accounting implications? Is the book accounting correct? Ugh. Whew. Anybody celebrating tonight? I'd love to celebrate, but it's a Monday. That just doesn't feel right. 704C? Yeah, if you're working on partnerships. Anybody celebrating? Going out? Eating a special meal? Drinking a special drink? Going to sleep early? Waking up late? I woke up at 5:15 this morning. That was fun. That's kind of what I've been waking up this busy season. Sorry, I'm like kind of choking right now. How do you deal with clients who read random tax codes on magazine or TikTok and ask us why we are not using that waiver? Wow, that's like rarely happened. So, but in the cases that it does, like I just say like, yeah, that's not real. And I've had a client a long time ago. I don't know if I was officially launched my firm, but a client left or didn't want to work with me because they found some sort of like charitable giving strategy and they wanted to create a private foundation. They heard it from a tax strategist or whatever, and it was just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. So you can go elsewhere, I guess. Games. What games you stuck in at the moment? What games you stuck in at the moment, if any? What games? Like, what games am I playing? Gary and I, we play Rainbow Six Siege. If anybody else plays that, please let me know. We'll add you to our stack because we want to level up. We want to hit gold level. We want to hit gold rank this season. And I know that sounds like a nerdy thing to say, but I'm talking to a bunch of accountants most likely, so you can't call me nerdy. What? Nobody told me they're doing anything fun tonight, so I'm not doing anything fun. It's a Monday. Tomorrow, I've got a new client meeting. Thursday, I have a new client meeting. I gotta do something nice Friday, right? Like drink some nice bourbon, maybe go out to eat, or maybe get a nice steak to cook. That's always fun. Please tell me you play R6, Taylor, and you want to join us. It is 4:55 here. Where did y'all see the stream link? I'm curious. Are y'all coming from LinkedIn? Are you coming from X? Or are you coming from YouTube? Like, did you just see that I was streaming on YouTube? You're like, oh snap, I'm in. How are y'all? How did y'all find me today in this stream? Very curious. LinkedIn. Okay. I should have did a poll. I could do a poll. LinkedIn. YouTube. Tristan's got the bell on. Heck yeah. Follow YouTube content and just saw your... Yes, Drew. Yes, brother. Y'all are awesome. Thank y'all. That is really cool. That I appreciate that a lot, that y'all actually follow me and watch my content and consume it. I am very sorry that I haven't posted anything in a while. That makes me sad. I've been sad the last 3 years because busy season takes away my time that I create content. So I always say next year's going to be better, and I'm going to create more content during busy season. So we'll hold a glass to that for a better year next year. Yeah, I am creating a list. I actually have an ideas list on my phone of content ideas. So I should be pumping out content in the near future because it's almost April. Did y'all realize that? It is almost April. A lot's going to happen in the next month. A lot of returns are going to be prepared. Taylor plays RuneScape. That is like a really old game, isn't it? Like, I think RuneScape was around when I was like a young teen. Rainbow Six Siege is not a game to just chill in. Taylor saw my stream of H3. Like H3H3? Yeah, I'm always curious on like who sees my content on YouTube or LinkedIn or Twitter. I don't really post stuff on Facebook, so if I do, I'll get some family members that join in on the stream sometimes. Not to get too much into politics, but have any of your clients asked your thoughts on tariffs versus the income tax and the IRS staff being cut? Not really. I've had one client kind of comment about it. Maybe about the IRS staff cuts. But I think they're kind of oblivious to it. That'd be my guess. I'm gonna do like a newsletter to my clients sometime this month and kind of tell them what's up, like, hey, there's always going to be an income tax probably. Tariffs, I don't know what to talk about tariffs. I don't know. I took AP economics, but I didn't learn anything, so I can't talk about tariffs. But IRS staff being cut, that's an interesting thing. We're going to have to really wait to see what actually happens. So I've heard a lot of people getting on the phone with them really quickly. So I don't know. We don't know what staff was actually cut, do we? So it could be staff that had no impact on our day-to-day as tax professionals. Oh, nice. One client asked if they shouldn't file because they thought the IRS was being dissolved. That would be nuts. That would be the craziest thing ever. I don't know how they would ever pull that off. It's funny, Gary's talking to people in the chat, and I think he just keeps saying, "What school does not teach you?" over and over and over again. I'm like so confused, but he's mentioning somebody. If I were to make videos, other than talking about tax software, what would y'all want me to make videos about? I'm curious. Let me know. I've got ideas. I've got some good ideas. Some very good ideas. If you want to hear them. They're on Google Keep. It's called Content Ideas. I've been talking a lot, or thinking a lot about ADHD and accountants, because it seems like a lot of us have ADHD, which I'm doing a series. We're hosting Sabrina Paris from Twitter and LinkedIn to talk about ADHD and accountants coming up in June, maybe? June? Does anybody have ADHD in here? Raise your hand. I think I do. Logan, do you usually listen to music or podcasts while you work? In the past, usually music, and it's usually instrumental music, not like this synth wave that you may be hearing. I have like this concentrate playlist on Spotify that helps me get in the zone. But I could not listen to a podcast. That would distract me too much. I would not be able to focus probably, because I want to hear, or I want to like tune into what's actually being said. Bro, make PF videos. Okay. What does that mean? Personal fitness? Pink Floyd vids? Not sure what that means. Romeo plays RuneScape and he's not old. I feel like that's a very old game though. Nobody wants to talk about the insane learning curve in tax and lack of training. Like the quality of CPAs going down is a net negative for our country, in my opinion. Dude, that's totally right. And it just keeps getting steeper, doesn't it? Like, they're not like reducing tax law. I remember, yeah, the first 3 years of being a tax professional, you're just like, what is even going on? and you could only be doing like 1040s. Thoughts on the decline in the accountants entering the field? I've kind of made videos about that, but it's a very complicated issue. So the accountants, there's less of us. There's a lot of accountants retiring, so the demand isn't dropping. And it's what's helped me be able to create my firm the way it is, even though I still have a lot to learn and a lot to change. But I'm able to charge the rates I charge because of the supply and demand factor. The thing is, there's like a vacuum with accountants, the accountant shortage. And that's why you see all these AI accounting softwares coming up. AI and Bench. The thing is, like, they're not like the great solution right now. The AI things, from what I can tell, from what I've heard. I'm still like I'm very positive. I have a very positive outlook on tax pros and accountants over the next 5 years. Because even if AI does a lot of our work, like, there still has to be a human component of it, in my opinion. But if AI gets to the point where it's actually, where like people are predicting it's going to be, like to be just insane, then every industry everywhere is going to collapse, essentially, right? So it's kind of like an all or nothing thing. Like, what's going to happen if AI can actually do our jobs without us? That means they can do many other jobs without us. So what happens then? I'm not saying that's not a reason why we shouldn't embrace AI, but like, what happens to everybody? I don't want to talk about this anymore. We're getting too deep. Seems like a lot of older accountants are closing their practices and are having a hard time finding people to buy their book of business or even take them for free. Absolutely. Because the old guard, man, they're working so many hours. Nobody wants that. Personal finance, brother. Okay, personal finance. Am I qualified to talk about personal finance? Maybe. Like stocks and handling money. YouTubers do really well making personal finance typical independence content video. Financial independence content video. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being a natural pivot for an accountant. Potentially. I don't know if I have much to say on that, though. Or at least enough that people would want to watch or listen. Iris Logan is back. Yep. That's right. That's kind of the vibe. See? Got the belt, shirt, tie. Yeah, let them get to full self-driving cars first. Let's do that. That'd be great. Do you believe it is worth becoming a partner with the state the industry is in, or is it wiser to start your own firm? Depends on the terms and conditions. So, are you dropping a mill to join in, be a partner? Like, if y'all don't know my story. I bought about 60 clients when I started my firm, and I had about 40-ish that came with those clients that I didn't have to buy that I brought in on my own to the firm before I started my firm, to the firm that I worked at before I started my firm. And so it helped me skip 60 new client meetings. And the clients were pretty good fits for me at the time. So it all depends on the client base, in my opinion, on if you should buy into them or not. And like, are those clients going to lead you to more clients, better clients? Yeah, teaching personal finance, like saving money, that's like an accountant's. Accountants can do that. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. We're the ultimate savers, right? Like I haven't met many clients that aren't good with their money. Like, show me an accountant that pays credit card interest, and I'll show you the next Enron. IRS slogan would actually make me lose my faith in humanity. What does that mean? I smell dinner cooking. We're not eating anything special tonight. I was gonna think about offering that we go to Kava tonight and splurge a little bit. Y'all know Kava, C-A-V-A? Man, I'm addicted to Kava. and it's amazing. But my wife had plans to make something, and maybe we'll go to Cava later this week and splurge a little. Thanks for hanging out with me on this fine Monday. Gotta mention Cava. What do y'all think about that Jason Stats guy? Y'all know? Have y'all heard about him? What's my go-to bowl? Custom bowl. So super greens mix and black lentils. And if they let you do rice as well, white rice. And then harissa dip, regular hummus, and then crazy feta dips. Then we'll go into like grilled chicken, and then pretty much all the veggies. Like I'm like that one, cucumbers and tomato, onions and tomato, the broccoli, the feta, pickled onions, the coleslaw one type, cabbagey one, and I tell them to go extra on the garlic sauce, so they go hard on the garlic, and then I do the harissa vinaigrette on there as well, so I like double up the sauces, and my mouth tastes like garlic for the next 12 hours, unfortunately, but so good. We got some other Cava fans in here. Man, Cava is just, they're just doing it right, honestly. Like, buy Cava stock. That's all I can say. Like, just give me all the sauce. Yes. Then that's all. That's pretty much all I've gotten. I do that same order, like, over and over and over again. Like that harissa dip, like that dark red one. And it's not that spicy either. Tonight, while we're talking about food, I have nothing to talk about right now. Burger bowls. Have you heard of those? Burger bowls. So, continuing on the bowl theme, it's basically a cheeseburger in a bowl. No buns. It's kind of probably on the lighter, it's carb friendly. Who cares about that? But lettuce, like chopped lettuce, romaine lettuce, cooked ground beef with like seasonings and mushrooms, and then you like sprinkle cheese in there so it kind of melts, and then you get chopped onions. I do jalapenos, cheddar cheese over the top, and then you make like this sauce. Like it's almost like a Big Mac type sauce that you put on it. So it's basically a salad, like a burger bowl salad, and you do all that, like, oh, and if you do sweet potato fries with it, so good. There's a difference between good companies and good stock returns. Market efficiency, yes. Yeah, the PE on Cava is horrendous, so probably shouldn't buy Cava stock. Sorry. But have you seen Chipotle stock? I mean, it could be the next Chipotle, right? Burger bowls are fire. We just got a Culver's. Romeo mentioned Culver's, and we just got a Culver's, like, basically walking distance from my house. It would take, like, 15 minutes to walk there, which is crazy, considering this is suburban Austin area. I could ride my bike there in 5 minutes. Just crazy. I've never been to Culver's yet because it's so busy. People are going nuts over this Culver's. It's been open for 2 weeks, and it's consistently full parking lot, full drive-through. I'm not going to touch that place for another 2 weeks probably before it calms down. All right, I'm going to share some video ideas just to tease y'all a little bit, because that's the way I am. Like I already teased one, like ADHD and accountants. What success is. So during one of the Jason Stats podcasts that I did with him, talking about counter community, he kind of asked like what success was for me, and I got real deep somehow on the spot. And so talking about success and what it means like as a business owner and like an actual person, being a person essentially. So I'd love to talk more about that. The trap. I wrote this a long time ago. The trap of working as the easy thing to do when there's a lot of life decisions to make. So example, I want to like build something in my closet, like build a bunch of shelves, but I don't know how because I've never done it. So I just work instead. I think that's probably a procrastination ADHD thing. Make a video. Now that I read these ideas out loud, they sound really lame. Another idea that I wrote down is it all comes down to deadlines and the pressure to prepare returns by the due date. I think I meant by that like it all comes down to the state of the accounting industry. The beginning of firm ownership, you have these dreams and ideals of what you're going to create for yourself. That's another video idea. And talking about how you kind of destroy your own dreams with what you create. Sounds really dark. Break the system of running an accounting firm. Don't follow what has been done before. So that's why I started the counter community. I don't know why I'm doing this. The problem with money, being content, feeling like you need to make more money because decisions to not be in your best causes decisions to not be in your best interest. It's another idea. Like money is the destroyer of fun. It's kind of weird, like the desire to make money. Another idea is like a collaboration with Jason Stats, talking about making hard decisions. Another one is don't be the last person to realize their value and pricing is too low. So you don't want to be the last one on the value scale. That's not all of them, but that's a good teaser. I'm in Austin, specifically Leander, and it's still expensive out here. Don't move here. It is so expensive. I don't know why people move here, honestly. It's not, like, unless you live in the city or near a really cool outdoor feature, like, it's pointless to live here because it costs so much. I want to move far away. Traffic sucks. It's going to suck for the next 10 years. Traffic. All right, we're going to end there. I could definitely talk about pricing all day. I'm going to shut down the stream. It's time to hang out with my fam. It's 5:20 here. Thank you so much, Taylor, for chatting with me. And thanks for talking about the ideas. Calling them mid. I think that's a good thing. Appreciate everybody joining in today. You know, we went for about an hour. I'll be back 4:15. And it'd be cool if I had a video out before then, but I honestly don't know. I don't know. I would love to. As you can see, I've got ideas. And I've got a sponsor lined up. Heck yeah. Taylor, I want to see you on Siege. You need to squad up with us. Thanks everybody else. Thanks you, Romeo and Cordes, for the donos. Totally didn't have to do that. I owe y'all. And hope y'all have a great week. Kill it. Be good. And let's change the accounting industry.